Infinite Hero Foundation exists to connect our military, veterans, and military family members with innovative and effective treatment programs for service-related injuries. Since our inception, Infinite Hero Foundation has awarded more than $3.8 million in funding and support to 28 different veteran service organizations. Together with sponsors, partner organizations, and individual donors, Infinite Hero Foundation exists to connect our military, veterans, and family members with innovative and effective treatment programs for service-related injuries. Consider joining our mission. InfiniteHero.org for more information. Thank you, veterans, past and present.
All right, everybody. Welcome. Hope everybody's doing good. We're here tonight with Diehard Racing League's Infinite Hero Cup Series at Miami. Right now, guys are qualifying. They have an open qualify tonight, which is pretty cool. So we'll keep an eye. Let me see. Let me pull up the 10. See who's going to get up on the top here for qualifies. 10-minute qualify. I don't know if you all saw the race today with NASCAR on iRacing at Homestead. They only did 100 laps. I think we're doing 133 here. They did 100. I think they should have put this race on because I think these guys are going to be very low caution. I think it was like 8 cautions in that one. Oh, we got guys sliding across the start-finish line. Hopefully Wingnut be able to join me here. Where he is daytime. So, you know, obviously he's got a life. He's got things he needs to do. So, he's out taking care of some business. He said he's going to try to get here as soon as he can. I tried to get somebody to join me in the booth, but it's really hard to find people. But I'll do the best I can to try to bring you this race and make it interesting. But we'll see how that goes. You know how everything goes. Seems like the worst is the worst. But we got some fast guys out here tonight. Right now, Mark Jenkins got the top spots. Adam Matz just jumped up to the top spot. See if Steve Yenish can make it 5 wins in a row tonight. I know I talked to Steve earlier today. He's not feeling really good. So if he makes a podium or a win, probably not going to get an interview with him. So maybe we'll grab his brother, and maybe his brother can talk with us or something. This is pretty cool, though. Open qualify. Haven't seen that in a while. We used to do that a bit in our league on Wednesday nights. We were doing, last year we were doing open qualify. We went back to single qualify right now. But I like the open qualify. It's pretty cool. I don't like it on super speedways because if you got teammates out there, they can get an advantage for better starting spots. So, but I think we have 24, 25 drivers out here tonight. So that's a good sized field. These guys put on some good races here. I couldn't get the website to load, so I don't have an update on the points. Oh, we got a little bit of contact going on. Some contact sports. Nice looking cars out there too. But pull up the schedule. Right now we are at, where are we? We're at Homestead, Miami. Next week will be Texas, and then that's March 29th. April 5th will be Bristol, and then obviously April 12th will be off for Easter. So hopefully we have a good race here. Try to take a look. I seen new names out here. I don't remember if Cole Gray was here last week or not in the number 124. Jonathan Cross in the 110. I know he was here. Take a look at Cray. Cray's out there right now in 6th. I know Mahoney got himself a brand new wheel, so he's working the kinks out in that. Hopefully he'll be able to stay and race. I know last week he couldn't race because the motor and the wheel was dying on him, and he ended up having to park it. So they're saying roughly about 42 laps on a fuel run. And yeah, it was supposed to be single qualified, but that's all right. I like the open qualified. It's not that bad. If Steve Yen is showing speed, might make it 5 in a row if he can stay out of trouble. He's at the top of the board. See if anybody's got anything for him. Got Rob Jenkins in the 19. He's pretty quick. Take a look at the weather for qualified. We'll see what the weather is when the race starts. 118 degrees on the track. Pretty warm. We're watching the Diehard Racing League's Infinite Hero Cup Series. Go to infinitehero.org. You saw the little video at the beginning here. They do a lot of stuff for service members. Got a real good cause. I know times are tough right now. Times are tight for a lot of people. A lot of us don't know where an income is actually going to come from. So kind of shaky grounds right now. But if you can do anything, they always appreciate it. So if not, you know what I mean, share it, get it around, copy their link, share it on your Facebook pages, share it to your friends, let people know what they're doing. They're doing a really good thing for our service. So get involved with it if you would. Hope everybody's doing good, washing your hands and all that good stuff, and staying out of trouble. I don't know what the deal is with the toilet paper, but I didn't go crazy. I ain't gonna buy tons of toilet paper. That's insane. But I guess if you got it, you better hide it. That's what they're gonna be coming for. Toilet paper. Didn't think I'd say that in a sentence, but anyhow, looks like Steve Yenish right now still up at the top. Adam Matz really fast, showing second. Jeff Yenish, Robert Barris. Oh, Robert Barris back for this race. We haven't seen him in a while. Mark Jenkins, Todd Cray, Matt Wagner, Rob Jenkins, Seth Schultz, Kevin Pearson, your top 10. Have to keep an eye on the 93 of the Sonia. That's him and Wingnut always got a little thing going back and forth. All right, we're going to quick run to our national anthem, and we should get back here in time for grid. So we'll be right back, everybody. Sit tight. Hopefully everything's working good. Just had an update on this thing again. I didn't realize the anthem was muted on the OBS. Hopefully everything else is going good. I'm going to go silent for a second. Yeah, it looks like everything's working okay, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know. Every time it updates, it seems like it changes the settings on there for you or something. I'm not sure, but anyhow, we're getting ready. 18 seconds and counting. We should be going to the grid. We'll get everybody lined up. We'll get this race going. Should be 133 laps here tonight. Should be a pretty decent run. These guys usually don't have many cautions, so I'm not expecting to see too many, maybe 2 at tops. I'd be surprised if there's more than that, to be honest with you. All right, let's wait for some of these guys to get on track, and then we'll head on down. Let's see, where are we at? There we go. All right, while we wait for the rest of these guys to get on here. Looking for Steve, waiting for him to get on the track. Okay, we're going to pull up the grid here. You got Steve Yenich, got the pole here tonight. He's got 4 wins in a row, last 4 races. See if he can make it 5 in a row. Adam Matz showing a real strong qualify. He's going to start second. Third is going to be Jeff Yenich. Robert Barris is going to roll 4th. 5th is going to be Mark Jenkins. Todd Cray will be 6th. 7th is Matt Wagner. Travis McDaniel is going to start 8th. 9th will go to Rob Jenkins. 10th is going to be Seth Schultz. 11th is Kevin Pearson. Patrick DeSaulnier is going to start 12th. 13th is Adam Nowinski. Jeff Hollingsworth starts 14th. 15th is Rusty Farrell. 16th is Brad Speidel. 17th is Cole Gray. Todd Levesque's going to start 18th. 19th is Mike Mahoney. Jonathan Cross going to start 20th. 21st is Robert Tyus. Jason Swan, 22nd. 23rd is Kenneth Sagert. 24th is Adam Lewis. And rounding out the field in 25th is going to be David Camara. It looks like we got everybody on here. We're just waiting for the pace car to take these guys around. Let's take a look at the weather. I think, see how much it changed. Yeah, 118 degrees at 197 miles ago here tonight. 118 degrees. I mean, it used to be that the heat, to me, made the car worse. It seems like it's opposite now. I think somebody forgot to start their car. Somebody was sleeping behind the wheel. All right, we're going to get ready to fire these boys up. Nice full field. We'll see if Steve Yenich is going to be able to make it 2 in a row. I mean, 2 in a row. 5 in a row. 2 in a row. Already crazy. He's got 4 wins in a row, man, back to back. He's been on fire this season, so I know he's not feeling good, but if he does win. We probably won't get an interview with him, but man, I got to find out if there's been 5 in a row before. Green flag is out. See if Steve is going to lead them to the first lap. Looks like a good start for Steve. It's 2x2 pretty much through the field. Got 89 of Jeff Yanish side by side with the 75 of Robert Barris, and then the 33 of Mark Jenkins with Todd Cray. Steve is going to lead that first lap. Pull up the rest of the ticker here. It looks like Jeff Yanish is going to move up into that second spot, trying to take it away from Adam Matz here. He's got him clear. Looks like Robert Barris now going to squeeze his way in. Adam Matz way up high on the track. Coming down the backstretch. Mark Jenkins now making a move. He's just about clear of Adam Matz on the 59. Then you got the 165 Travis McDaniel. I think Matz might be stuck up in that high line. We saw today on the NASCAR race that the bottom line was the preferred line. They were talking about at the Homestead track, the top line really is, but I guess there's a little bit of difference in the tracks on the sim and there, but a lot of guys were saying that iRacing really did a great job with duplicating it. So it looks like Mark Jenkins now got in front of Barris. But Barris will go back to 4th. Jenkins will move up to 5th. Back a little bit while these guys are working it out up in the front. Brad Spidel in the number 5, sitting in 16th. Look at this, Todd Cray, Travis McDaniel, Robert Barris, 4th, 5th, 6th. And it looks like Adam Matz still up on that outside. Can't find a place to get in, or maybe he just likes to be up there, taking it easy. Almost single file all the way through. 31 of Schultz. And the 19 of Rob Jenkins. That's 9th and 10th. Oh, Mark Jenkins going to the inside. Going to try to clear Jeff Yanish. It looks like he's going to open the door maybe for Barris to try and make a run. And the 165 of McDaniel's going to try to poke his way through there also. I know the tires get tore up here. Meanwhile, Steve Yanish, oh wait, Mark Jenkins going for the lead. Looks like he may have him at the line. Going to be close. No, it looks like Steve Yenish might get scored for that one. Yes, he does. And while they're fighting, look at that. Robert Barris and McDaniel closing in on him. Almost 3 wide there for a minute. Steve Yenish back to the lead. The 89 Jeff Yenish right there with Todd Cray. Right behind him, the 20 of Matt Wagner. Wow, look at the run the 33 got right up to the back of Yenish. Take a look back. Looking back from the leader. Looking back from second to third place, Robert Barris in the 75. Let's jump inside with McDaniel, take a ride around with him real quick. Kind of get out of the throttle a little bit. I'll leave the in-car up. This way when we go to a driver, you know which driver we're going to for a little bit. It looks like Todd Cray right now, side by side with Jeff Yenish. Jeff Yenish on the inside. And they're looking for 5th and 6th. Real close, hard racing right there. Mark Jenkins now under attack by Robert Barris. Tell you what, Steve Yenish in the clean air has got a little bit of a distance over second, but from second on back to 8th, I mean, they're pretty much together. Looking at the speeds on there, 155 and counting. Back here, Rusty Farrell and Patrick DeSaunier side by side for 12th. DeSaunier moving up. Adam Nowinski now to 28, trying to work his way through. DeSaunier kind of gets that car down low and had to slow him up a little bit. Now to 4 down the front stretch. Go back to Adam Madsen 8th, and then there's a little bit of a separation back to Rob Jenkins in the 19. He was up there earlier. Kind of slid back a little bit. Not sure. I don't see any damage, so I don't think he made any contact with the wall. trying to keep an eye on things and move around, you know. And I think, who is that down in the bottom? That's Hollingsworth. He looks like he stepped down maybe. They let Rusty Farrell go by. But back here to Nowinski, looks like he's working on DeSonia. Been trying to make that pass for a little bit already now. Right behind him, we got Cole Gray, the 124 running 16. I see Camara, who started way in the back, already up to 18. He's got Mike Mahoney right in front of him. Hopefully Mike's getting his wheel dialed in. I know last week he had a really hard time racing. Wheel was grinding and making all kinds of noises. He ended up just parking it. Look at that, McDaniel and Jeff Yenish side by side. Todd Cray underneath McDaniel. Todd Cray going to take that spot. We're going to see a crossover. Robert Bear slowly closing in on Yenish. His comfortable lead has shrunk down a little bit. Bear seems to be just a little bit faster last lap. So was Mark Jenkins too. I'm not sure if Steve's starting to feel those tires go away. Pull up the full running order here. It's like Adam Matz in the 59 was trying to take a look to the inside of Travis McDaniel. McDaniel going high, Matt staying down low. Right behind them is Matt Wagner in the 20. He's going to try and push the 59 clear. Let's see, Kevin Pearson is off the track, 21 laps down. Not sure what happened with him. Steve Yenish starting to open up that lead again. Back to Jeff Yenish in fourth, Mark Jenkins in third, Todd Cray in fifth, Adam Matz in sixth. Matt Wagner and Travis McDaniel side by side, but they're closing in on that front pack again. Meanwhile, Rob Jenkins is still back here in ninth with Rusty Farrell right behind him in that 25. Rusty looking to the inside. And Rob, I think, is going to let him go. Back here, the 199, Todd Levesque, the 138 of Mike Mahoney, and the 195 of Robert Tyus. Some nice looking cars out there. I was just talking to Mike. I forgot what wheel he said he got. CRS, you know. Meanwhile, back up front. Need to grab my drink. Give me 1 minute. Oh, it's a little bit better. Looks like Adam Matt's gonna go side by side with Todd Cray for 5th. Matt's going to take that spot. He's going to move up to 5th. Cray's going to move back to 6th for the moment. Track's got to be going up in temperature. Yeah, 122 degrees. We started at 118, I believe. And we've had 0 lead changes so far. Yanis has been out front and just hanging on to it. Mark Jenkins is in trouble right now. He's got Adam Matz on the inside. And Matz is going to get by. That's going to move Jenkins back to 5th. Matt's up to 4th. Matt's on a move right now. I think he started pretty close. Yeah, he started 2nd, so he's moving his way back up. I was going to say, I thought I saw him on the front of the grid. We'll look at some of the times here on the scoreboard to see who do we have that's close to each other. Everybody's about the same. I think I saw Camaro maybe. Not sure. Yeah, Camaro and Tyus, and then Nowinski and DeSonia still. Got Schultz and Camaro. Now Schultz went in and pitted. About right, maybe 33 laps on most of them. Yeah, here comes the Sonya. But we should start seeing guys start coming in. We'll have a few that'll stay out. We see a lot of guys starting to make an early pit stop here. I think Schultz went in, Jonathan Cross went in, the Sonya just went in. Looking at Brad Speidel and Travis McDaniel. That's for 9th and 10th. Yeah, DeSonier's in his pit stall. See if anybody, do we have any other takers coming in? Oh, we lost Adam Matz for a second. That's why we jumped off. Wow, look at the 25 Farrell and the 33 of Jenkins, man, side by side. And here comes Schultz on them fresh tires, like, move over, guys, I'm going. 3 wide. And no comparison with fresh tires. That opened the door for Speidel to come in there. Let me see if we got anybody slowing down, getting ready to come into the pit. So far, no other takers at the second. We got now Jeff Yenish, who made his way up to 2nd. Robert Barris behind him now in 3rd. Adam Matz still in 4th. Looks like we have Cole Gray coming in. And he's coming in to get his pit stop. 37 laps on the leaders right now. And I believe he said the fuel run would be roughly about 42 laps. So we're pretty close, 38. We should see guys start coming in pretty soon. See who's going to try and stretch it out as far as they can. Rusty Farrell, Matt Wagner, still going at it for 6th and 7th. Farrell on the inside is going to take that spot. See if Speidel is going to do anything. Yeah, Speidel going to go by Wagner also. Yeah, he's going to clear him. That's going to put Speidel to 7th, Farrell to 6th, and Wagner to 8th. Mark Jenkins in 9th, Travis McDaniel in 10th. Go back up to the front. Meanwhile, Steve Yenish got about 5/10 over Jeff Yenish. You know, he said, Steve said he ain't feeling good, but man, he's sure not running like it. He's looking to make it 5 in a row. I'm going to have to, if he wins, we're going to have to get Seth up here and see if we've had anybody ever go 5 in a row here or not at Diehard. Hollingsworth right now in 11th. Travis McDaniel in 10th. 41 laps, so we should be pretty close to a pit stop. Maybe a couple guys can spread it a little bit more. Matt Wagner, 8th. And Speidel in 7th. And he's going to go to the inside of Rusty Farrell. Tell you what, these guys do a great job in racing hard and racing clean. Robert Barros coming in. Looks like Mark Jenkins coming in. We're starting to see guys come on in. Jeff Yenish gonna go around Steve Yenish. We'll see if they both come in together. Look at that, Matt Wagner. Matt Wagner. Adam Matt's right there with him. That'll put Jeff Yenish up to the lead, so we have one lead change so far. We're coming to lap 45. This is the race that should have been on FS1 today. All right, Steve Yenish coming in. Adam Matt's coming in. Oh, Steve Yenish. Oh, he's going to have to bring it back around, or is he going to try? Man, I hope they don't get him for an unsafe pit entry. I will have to keep an eye on him. See if they hold him in there or not. Oh, man, that's awful, dude. He slid up into the grass there. Thankfully, he didn't spin around and get back up on the track. But, man, that is not what you want. He's having a great run here, too. See if they bag him for speeding or not. The left side. Is he gonna do left side? Yep, gonna do left side. 4 tires and fuel. Adam Matz is out. Oh, and they're gonna hold him. Oh man, that's gonna hurt. So that puts Todd Cray up in the lead right now. That's gonna put Speidel in second. Rusty Farrell in third. Now it's gonna get crazy because now you're gonna have guys so many different pit times here. Cray's got 47 laps as well as Speidel and Farrell. When these guys decide to come on in. And it looks like Speidel and Rusty Farrell are going to come in. Wagner's coming in. Schultz is in 5th right now. He'll probably move up to the lead, I believe, once Cray comes in. And I think Cray should be coming in about now. Yeah, it looks like he might be moving to the low line. Slowing down, yep. So let's keep an eye on Schultz. We'll see where he ends up. Because he right now, where's Wagner? Wagner's still in. Farrell's still in, yeah. So should put Schultz up to the lead, if not this time by, the next time by. Always curious to see, because he's got 20, this will be 21 laps on those tires, and you see these other guys just going in, so he really needs to put a big gap between them. Still hasn't technically put him as the leader. Cray's in his stall. It should put him as the leader this time by. Pull the rest of the field up here. Mike Mahoney, 2 laps on those tires, so he's if Schultz is going to be the leader, that'll put Mahoney back on the lead lap. All right, so Schultz is your leader. Robert Barris, who just came out of pit 7 laps ago. Let's see the difference when they cross the line. Because Barris is about. All right, so Schultz just crossed the line. And Barris just crossed the line. Yeah, so Barris is probably going to hunt him down because Schultz ran a 33.6. Barris ran a 32.2, so he's definitely a lot faster on the newer tires. And it looks like we are pretty spread out. Cray sitting back here in 11th. Hollingsworth in front of him in 10th. Cole Gray. Where's Cole at? Cole's sitting in 12th. He's got, let me see, the 195. Where's he at? He's trying to work his way back up to get on the lead lap. Meanwhile, Robert Barris in second is 2/10, 1.8 now behind Schultz, so he'll definitely catch him. Jeff Yanish not behind. Let's jump in with him. Getting a message here that YouTube is not receiving it. It's showing it, so I'm not sure what's going on. Hopefully it's still coming through. Mark Jenkins side by side with Patrick Desaulniers for 5th place. Jenkins will take that spot. Desaulniers will move back to 6th. Adam Matz. Yeah, Seth Schultz did get eaten up by Jeff Yenish and Robert Barris. Robert Barris out front. Back here to Jonathan Cross in the 110, sitting 15th. Number 124, light beer. And now Desaulniers and Travis McDaniel. I'm sorry, yeah, Desaulniers and Travis McDaniel. Infinite Hero, 93. See if Jeff Yenish can close in on Robert Barris. He's got a couple laps fresher tires. He's just a little bit faster. You got Spidle, Rob Jenkins in the 19. You have, where's the 27? Oh, he's down a lap when he got held in there. Man, that's rough. That is definitely rough. Look through, trying to find some times here. Everybody's kind of spread out at the moment. You got the 181 of Jason Swan, the 199 of Todd Levesque, and the 28 of Adam Nowinski, 17, 18, 19. It looks like Jason's going to take the inside, try to go by the 28. Now you're going to tuck in behind him for a minute. Grab some of that air. They almost got him clear. Nowinski's kind of up high. If he can get a run going. He's got a good run on the outside. See if he can do anything here in one. Nowinski's going to go back to 18th. Todd Cray, McDaniel, and Mark Jenkins, 4th, 5th, 6th. From the front of Mark Jenkins, inside. Oh, he's got some damage on the right side there. Schultz coming back in. Duncan Cross looking up at Levesque and Nowinski. Meanwhile, Jeff Yenich is slowly reeling in Robert Barris. He's got him by 6/10 now, so he's definitely closing in on him. Still running a little bit faster than Barris, but Barris could be saving too. We've seen him do that plenty in the past. Meanwhile, Schultz getting his pit service. Keep an eye on the scoreboard here, see if we see anything developing. But right now, we'll just keep an eye on Robert Barris and Jeff Yenich. Got him down to about 4/10 now, so he's definitely pulling him in. There's only a 3-lap difference in tires between Barris and Yenich. Barris on 23, Yenich on 20. Down to 3/10 now on Yenich. Let me see some activities. Somebody going down, get ready to go on pit road there. Looks like DeSaulnier is in, Jonathan Cross is in. Looks like a couple of guys, other than Seth Schultz, decided to hit a little bit earlier this time. Last run, a lot of guys ran it out pretty close to 37 to 40-something laps. We're down to about 2/10 right now, so we'll keep an eye on these guys. You see Todd Levesque real quick. Cole Gray and Nowinski, they're still kind of bunched together. These guys are not really getting away from each other. It's like Levesque going to the inside now. Schultz on them fresh tires, let them drive by like they're standing still. See, wow, the 124 Cole Gray up really high. Meanwhile, up front, Barris started to pull away, but he's starting to be pulled back in again. About 2.4, about 0.24, sorry. And that is close. Rusty Farrell on the inside of Rob Jenkins. Looked like they almost made a little bit of contact. But Farrell will go to 9th. Jenkins is going to be scored for 10th right there. And then here comes Hollingsworth now trying to look. Yeah, not much difference up in the front. Here comes Jeff Hollingsworth again, closing in on Rob Jenkins in the 19. Hollingsworth looking to the inside. So Hollingsworth now going to go to 10th. Rob Jenkins going to move to 11th. Meanwhile, Jeff Yenich still about 0.24, 0.26, back and forth. They're running pretty similar times. That last lap, Barros was just a little bit faster. The 110 of Jonathan Cross with fresh tires, going to work his way by the leader. '94 Kenneth Sager. Oh, they make contact. Ooh, they made a little bit of contact. I don't think Barros liked that too much. It slowed him down quite a bit. Watch from Jeff. Second place. Looking back from the leader. Excuse me. This is the about the closest he's got to him right now. That little bit of contact really slowed down Barros quite a bit. Wow, he was right there. Jeff Yenich now going to go back to the front. The 42 of Adam Lewis coming out of the pits. Going into the pits. 124 Cole Gray going back around the leaders, so that'll put him up back on the lead lap. I don't think Robert Barros is wanting to give that spot up so easy. Looks like he's trying to fight back with him. Adam Matt sitting here in third. Todd Cray in fourth. Brad Speidel is in fifth. Travis McDaniel is in sixth. Mark Jenkins is in seventh. So Jeff's got 34 laps. Robert Barros got 37 laps. So we'll see these guys come down pit road pretty soon. Sunshine and warm weather. 81 degrees, pretty comfortable. 120 on the track, not so comfortable. What is going on with my internet? I guess with everybody home, there must be a ton of people on online. 'Cause I've never had problems with it. Starting to have a bunch of issues right now. Might get a little bit choppy. Somebody said that to me today too. They were concerned about cell phones and internet with everything going on and everybody being home. Well, a lot of people being home. Can you imagine if that stuff shut down, the chaos that would be? You lose Facebook for a day or two and people have a heart attack. Couldn't even imagine if cell service and stuff went down. I think the United States would come to an end as we know it. Oh, I look like somebody coming into the pits. Who is that? Let me see if I can figure it out. It might have been Levesque. Let me see. It looked like somebody was, sideways coming into the pits. Let me back up again real quick. They did the same thing that Steve Yenish did, almost up in the track. Able to save it, though. But, man, he is going to get popped for a penalty. Yeah, look at that. Not what you want. So Jeff Yenish pulling away right now from Robert Barris. So Jeff Yenish getting scored for leading some laps. Adam Matt still in third. Todd Cray in fourth. Brad Spidles in fifth. Travis McDaniel sitting in sixth. Mark Jenkins in seventh. Rusty Farrell in eighth. Oh, Farrell hits the wall. He does hang on to it, but man, that's going to hurt. Let's go in and see if we see any damage. Yeah, look at that fender lifted up. A little bit of the fender in the hood lifted up there. Oh, man. We got Todd Craig coming in. Gonna be really close on fuel. Especially right now, we've been green this whole time. And it looks like we may have another one coming in. It's like Farrell, I believe. Oh, I hate that when you're looking at something and you can't find it. Yeah, there goes Farrell. Yeah, it seems like we're having some trouble on pit entrance there. Mike Mahoney just about to pass the leader here. Mike Mahoney just got out of the pits. He's in a pretty good spot. I'm gonna watch when the guys come in. Let me see. Spidel, he's on pit road. Barris is on pit road. Yenish is slowing down. Let's see if he can get in without any problems. And right there, looks like a lot of guys coming in a little bit too hot into the grass. They really had to hang on to it. See if they bag them for it or not. Keep an eye on him for a minute here. Adam Matt's right behind him. Wagner's still out on the track. So Wagner should get scored as your leader, I believe, if he stays out, but he's got 41, so he might come in. I'm just curious to see if they're going to hold Yenish or not. Can't get a good view. Nope, they don't hold them. That's good. Hollingsworth's coming in. Wagner scored your leader. Bunch of guys going by him with fresher tires. Kamara sitting in second. Jason Swan sitting in third. Oh, I'm sorry. No, Mike Mahoney didn't go in the pits yet. He's on lap 43 of his tires. I thought I saw him coming out of the pits. Keeping an eye on Matt Wagner here in the 20. Yeah, he's coming in now. Let's see if these guys can hang on to it coming in. They had a little bit better entrance than some of the drivers that we were just watching. So Jason Swan now going to be up in the front. See if he gets scored your leader when he goes past the line. Or is he going to have to make another lap? Yeah, he's going to have to come around one more time. That's David Kamara is your leader. And here he comes. Oh, hang on to it. He did a good job getting it in. Let's see. Oh, Swan's coming in. So that's going to put Barris back to the lead. And he'll have... who's going to be behind him? I believe Todd Cray. Have to wait for this to cycle a little bit more. But I think he's going to have Todd Cray behind him in second. Todd's back a little bit of a ways. Then it goes back to Jeff Yenish and Adam Matz. Let's do a quick run through the field here. We'll start with 20th. Got Steve Yenish, who started on the pole, and he is currently sitting 20th, one lap down. You got Seth Schultz, started 10th. He's 19th, one lap down. Adam Nowinski, I believe, coming out, and he started 13th, showing him 17th right now. Jason Swan started 22nd. He's up to, he'll be in 16th. Just got to wait for it to catch up. David Kamara started 25th. He is in 15th. Jonathan Cross, who started 20th, and he is up to 14th. Matt Wagner started 7th. He's sitting in 13th right now. Jeff Hollingsworth started 14th. He's in 12th. And he's going to move up to 11th. They'll actually move up to 10th. Cole Gray started 17th. He's in 10th. Rusty Farrell started 15th. He's in 12th. Travis McDaniel right now behind Mark Jenkins started in 8th. He's sitting 9th. Mark Jenkins started 5th. He's sitting in 8th. So Todd Cray, Jeff Yenish side by side for second. Looks like Jeff Yenish going to have the inside line. A little bit more speed on there. Oh, pretty cool. Yeah, I saw the iRacing one earlier. That was pretty cool. All you need now, Judy, is an overlay, and you'd be good to go. Get you an overlay, and you can broadcast. Get a headset, you can spot. You'd be a spotter, too. I'm going to look around here. Wow, Robert Barris just come right up on Jonathan Cross. That Vienich now going to work his way up to the 110. And Todd Cray looking to close in on Adam Matz. Look at that, 8 lead changes, no cautions, 34 laps left. Guys do a great job. I'm telling you, they run so clean. It's amazing. Schultz coming in for his final stop. We haven't looked that much tonight. Let's go back here to Mahoney in 19. A lot of rubber on the car. The 42 of Adam Lewis. Got a different paint today. Mahoney to the inside. Yeah, I saw that, Judy. I kind of agree. If I'm right, I think they changed it this year, right? I don't know if you watched it on FS1 today with the NASCAR drivers, but man, they had 100 laps and they had 8 cautions. And they ran with fast repairs. I mean, I get it. A lot of them aren't experienced on it. They run with no fast repairs here. What you got is what you got. You get damaged, you got to fix it or park it. And look at this. We're coming to lap 105. And out of 133, no caution. And these guys ain't just taking a Sunday ride. I just wish there was a little bit more side-by-side action right now that we could bring you, but man, it is pretty spread out. Really can't find anything on here kind of focus on. Thought I saw maybe something up here. Well, let's take you for a ride. Let's see, who are we going to jump in with? Let's jump in with Cole Gray. We haven't jumped in it with him, I don't believe. You can see all that rubber down on the track. There's a lot of rubber down on the track. Got some cloud coverage right now too. See what's going on up front. Any difference up front? Diehard about 3.4 back from Robert Barris. Running similar times back and forth, kind of trading off. Adam Matz also running a little bit faster than Yenish right there. But he might be closing in on him. Also, who's behind him? Not for position. It is Cole Gray. He does have fresher tires. We're working on getting one of those laps back. Let's go back here to Desonia in 17th. Got Mark Jenkins right there, currently sitting in 7th. We got about 23, 24 laps on the tires with 22 to go. So I'm not really sure. It's going to be really close for some. We may have a couple of gamblers out here. Love to see how this works out. Fred Spidle makes his way up to 5th. McDaniel sitting in 6th. Probably about the same distance, McDaniel to Spidle as Jeff Yenish to Robert Barris. Look at Camara though. You got to be impressed with his run here tonight. He started 25th and he's got his way up to 11th and running some pretty good times right there. Moving forward. From 25th place start to be up to 10th, that's a pretty decent run. I wouldn't mind sitting right underneath that flag stand right there by the fence and watching them go by. So next week will be Texas. Should be a pretty good race there also, a little bit different. See if they can do another caution-free race. Yeah, I agree, Judy. Definitely agree. I could never understand why it was the championship track, but I guess that's why I'm here and they're not, right? can't remember what's at the end of the schedule now. Curious now. I gotta go and look. McDaniel closing in on Speidel though. Looking to the inside. Look at all that rubber on the track too. There's a lot of rubber down on the track. A lot of rubber on the cars too. Trying to find the schedule here. See what the last race is. Obviously, the dates will all be changed. Oh, Phoenix. That's right. Phoenix is going to be the last race. It's supposed to be for November 8th. But I'm not sure what they're going to do with the schedule at this point. Yeah, look at 27, Steve Yenish, man. Poor guy got stuck a lap down. He had that problem going into the pits, and they held him there for a penalty. And, man, he is in 15th place from starting on the pole and a lap down. That's heartbreaking. That's going to end his winning streak here tonight. He had 4 in a row coming into a nice race. Meanwhile, Adam Matz is slowly closing in on Jeff Yenish for second, and looks like he's going to make that move. I don't know if you can see all that rubber up against the wall there, but man, there's a lot of marbles up there. So Adam Matz is going to move his way into second. Jeff Yenish is going to drop back to third. Right now, Robert Barris has 34 laps on those tires. That's going to be right to the bitter end. I wonder if he's just going to stay out. Hope he don't run out of fuel. Almost had a little incident here. It looks like we only have 3 drivers off the track. Todd Levesque, Kenneth Sager, Kevin Pearson. We have 12 on the lead lap. See where the weather is right now. 114, so the track's cooled off a little bit. Saw some heavy cloud for a little bit. Looks like the sun is back out. And put some of these drivers' names up here so people get used to the numbers that are out here today. Rob Jenkins here in the 19, running 12. David Camara still hanging on to 10. Tell you what, from a last place start, that's a great run for him. Got Rusty Farrell back here in 11. And then number 25, you got the 42 of Adam Lewis. He is 3 laps down. Go up here to Matt Wagner. He's sitting in 9th. And we are winding this thing down fast. And there's no cautions, boy. The race is going quick. Glad to match Jeff Yanish again side by side. Look like Jeff Yanish trying to take that spot back. Giving each other plenty room. Wagner way up on the outside, even running a little bit of those marbles. A lot of rubber down on the track and a lot of rubber on the cars. I could look at Matt's car, the 59, man, there's a lot of rubber on that car. He's scraping that thing for a while. But they're giving it a good go here for second. It looks like Matt's going to hang on to it. Five laps to go. Man, what is up with the internet today? I'm sorry if this is coming through choppy. But man, I'm having some serious issues here. Four laps to go. Yeah, it's starting to get some bad connections and some frame drops. Look at that, right on the back bumper. And you can't get no closer than that. Unless you're gonna come in and have dinner. I apologize for the skipping here in the stream, but there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not sure why the internet is so weak right now. Well, it's got to be some truth to it with everybody being home. Everybody's on. Must be rush hour on the internet right now. Oh, I thought he was going to slide up into Matt. He's got Matt's up there behind the 19 of Jenkins. He's going to try and use that to his advantage. It looks like he's going to get that spot back from Matt's. Matt's had nowhere to go. But 2 laps to go. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Barber's out by 5 seconds. These guys got it pretty ironed out. So let's jump up here with the leader for the white flag. And Robert Barrett's going to take the checkered flag. Hopefully, yeah, I'm sorry. Hopefully you get to see that. Put up the top 3 here. Robert Barris, your winner here. 66 laps led from a 4th place start, man. Way to go, man. That's a great run for him. 133 laps here. No cautions. That's insane. That is insane. Give them a minute to hang out. Hopefully this will clear up enough we can get the interviews in without it being all choppy and skippy. Robert Barris, number 75, takes the win here tonight from a 4th place start. 66 laps led. Jeff Yenish second. Adam Matz third. That is way cool. Let's see if I can get a good shot here. It was 133 laps. I believe it was 197 miles. Uh-oh, we're gonna end up with a flat. Let me see real quick. I'll pull up the summary. Yeah, it was 133 laps. And I believe, yeah, 197 miles. All right, so let's go with 3rd place. See if we can get Adam Matz up here first. We'll have a word with Adam. Let me see if I can find him. Give me a second to get my eyes adjusted. It sucks when you can't see too good. There he is. All right, Adam Matz, do you got a copy? Hey, bud, man, great run for you tonight, dude. Awesome, man. Started second, had a fast car right off the start, got yourself back up to 3rd. Talk to us about your race here tonight, man. Looked pretty good, too. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that little run there at the end, too, with you and Jeff Yenish back and forth, man. You had him for a little bit, and then one of the lap cars kind of got up in your way and forced you to kind of slow down. But, man, that was a great run between you guys. A lot of room, man, and good, clean run. And it's amazing. This is the race that should have been on FS1 today, man. Yeah, good to see you with a good finish, man. That car's got a lot of rubber on it, dude. I'll tell you what, we had like temperatures up in the 120s, 118s, man. Can you feel any of that in the car, handling wise? Or like, to me, it just seems like the hotter the track gets lately, it seems like the car gets better for me. What's your take? Yeah. Yeah. Try doing this. I'm alone. Wingnut couldn't make it tonight because it's daytime for him and he had some things to take care of. But man, it's tough to do a broadcast alone with no cautions. You don't get any breaks in between, you know. Yeah. Hey, next week is Texas, man. What's your thoughts going in? Yeah. Well, hopefully this is the start of the pickup for the season for you because I know you've had some bad luck in a couple of races too, man. So hopefully this is the cloud being lifted and things can move forward from here. It's a great finish, man. You started second. I mean, you definitely had a good car to start off with anyway, man. And to finish third, you only lost one spot. And with the guys out there, you know yourself too, man. That's good that you held on and stayed up here for a podium finish. Yeah. Yeah, we saw a couple of guys have problems going in. I know Steve, he had the lead for quite a ways in the beginning, and they actually held him in the pits for an unsafe pit entry, it looked like. And we were watching a couple of guys that did the same thing too, coming in a little bit too hot, getting caught in that grass. But thankfully, everybody kept it from going back out on the track. But yeah, there was you go back and watch the broadcast, you'll see there was a couple of incidents with a few drivers that it just was a little bit more than they expected. But unfortunately for Steve, man, he got popped, and they ended up holding him there. I think about 15 seconds or so. So that ruined his night. But other than that, man, everything looked pretty good, man. That was a great run, dude. Oh yeah. All right. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go? All right, man. We'll see you at Texas, man. Great run, brother. All right, that was third place, Adam Matz. Let's go to second place, Jeff Yenish. Let's see if we can find him here. Just give me a minute. I gotta adjust my eyes here. There he goes. All right, Jeff. Sorry, brother. You got a copy. All right, man. Hey, dude, third place start, second place finish. Great run out there for you, man. A great battle there at the end, too, with Adam Matz. We were just talking about it, man. Walk us through a little bit of your race tonight. Oh,
Realized he was up on my bumper until towards the end there, and he had to nail it out. I got lucky with the lap car, kind of served as a pick for me, and just held him off there at the line.
man, sorry about that. I just got a message. The interview I did with Adam Matz, he was muted the whole time, dude. And out here I was talking about broadcasting alone, thinking I was doing good. Sorry about that, man. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Dude, you guys are crazy, man. 133 laps with no cautions. I was just telling Adam before, too. This should have been the race that was on FS1, man. I mean, this race was amazing. And, it's just insane. Every week you guys come out and do this, man. And I don't know, your Steve got popped, looked like in the pits, but you guys are always up front, man. You guys are like smoking this thing.
I hate to interrupt, but you might want to unmute the driver.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, I just want to make sure you got it. Catch you later.
Yeah, just when you think things are going good.
Yeah, I forgot your question since we were so rudely interrupted there. What was it?
I was saying that you guys. Well, first, let me go back to the temperatures, man. We had 120 degrees at some points and 118. Could you feel anything in the car? Did your car change as the temperature? And then we had some cloud coverage. Did you feel any changes in there?
It just got progressively tighter on the last run there. That's what I noticed. I don't think the track actually got hot. I think it probably sped up, and I didn't adjust my driving to it well enough. Yeah, I had really good long run speed the first and second run, and the third one, just put myself behind the eight ball, botched the pit stop. I knew I had to have a perfect pit stop to keep up with Robert since he got in a lap before I did, and I knew the clean air made a huge difference. I just was a little too aggressive, got in the grass a little bit, lost probably 5 seconds on my pit entry, and that I think made the biggest difference of all.
Yeah,
Back there.
that definitely costs too, because we seen a lot of drivers coming in pit road like that too. Unfortunately, Steve got popped. Looked like they held him 15 seconds, but there was a bunch of guys that came in just a little bit too hot, and just seemed like the car, was really out of control. Thankfully, nobody got up on the in the track surface, and caused a caution. But man, insane, dude. That one little mistake, one little incident coming in, it can cost so much.
Yeah, anytime you're racing against Robert, you got to execute perfectly, and I didn't do that, so that cost us a chance early. But congrats to him. He's always tough to beat.
So listen, man. Next week is Texas. How do you feel about going to Texas?
Well, it's a new Texas, so I need to get familiar with it. I was pretty good at the old Texas and did a few laps earlier this week testing out the new one. And it's a lot different in turns one and two. and I haven't quite figured out exactly how that's going to work. So I need to put some time in and figure it out. I'm sure we'll be fast though.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I know we talked about this before, but having these races with no cautions, man, that's definitely a lot to think about and a lot of planning, right?
Yeah, I mean, starting the race, you kind of have to have a plan, for that scenario in mind. And but the plans change depending on what everyone else around you is doing. So you have to pay attention to what everyone else is when everyone else is pitting, and cars and different strategies and everything. So but it's a lot of fun. It's something you'll get to experience on official races very frequently, and not a lot of leagues are able to pull this off week after week like we are.
Yeah, and we were even saying on here because I watched the race on FS1 today, and I get it. A lot of those guys don't have experience or a lot of experience on iRacing, so they they did 100 laps. They had 8 cautions, man, and they had 2 fast repairs. You guys don't run with any fast repairs here. And look at that, 133 laps caution free, dude. That's just insane. I mean, this is what should be showcased, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, the quality racing here, like you said, is really great. If you get one little dent on your car, you're pretty much finished, because you aren't going to get an opportunity to fix it under yellow line.
It's true.
Affecting the car a lot of times.
All right, dude. So listen, sorry the interview got a little bit jumbled up there, man. I didn't realize I had muted. I didn't have anyone in the booth with me, so I never opened up the second mic. But anyhow, man, before we let you get out of here, is anybody you want to say hi to or give a thank to?
Yeah, so I got my dad again. I know he's watching, and thanks to Infinite Hero and Tampa City Rentals. Have a good rest of your weekend. Thanks.
All right, man. We'll see you at Texas, bro. Good run.
All right. Hopefully, we'll talk to you afterwards. Thanks.
All right. I got to get Adam Matz back down here. Adam Matz, you got a copy, brother?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, listen, man. I don't know if you heard, but the whole time I interviewed you, man, your mic was muted.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah.
I guess we could talk, but
yeah, because I have it going through like a board and everything, so I can kind of equalize it. But I apologize for that, man. Not having anybody here in the booth, I just never turned it on because I didn't have a co-host. So I really apologize for that, man. We had a great interview too.
I know. Yeah, that's okay. Stuff happens. Not a big deal.
Yeah, but I just wanted to apologize, man. And dude, great run again, man. Second place start, third place finish, dude. You rocked it. Hopefully, this is the start of the pickup for the season for you.
Yeah, I hope so. That was a lot of fun. I had a blast racing with Jeff and side by side, and at least I could see the leader at the end, so that makes you feel good. Just,
yeah, it really does.
Need that extra hundredth of a second. It's out there somewhere for me. So.
All right, dude. Well, we'll look for you in Texas, man. And again, I apologize. I didn't realize we were muted, man. It sucks because that was a great interview too.
No worries. Hopefully we can just get it at the next race. I'll work harder at Texas to get that interview.
That's what I was just going to tell you, man. Make sure next week you get up here in the top, man, so we can talk to you again.
All right. Thanks.
All right, brother. Have a good night. Yeah, I feel really bad, man. That was a good interview too, man. And I didn't realize from not having anybody up here in the booth with me, I never opened it up. So I feel pretty bad about that. But let me get the winner in here now and have a word in with Robert Barris. We haven't seen him in a while too, so let's get him down here. Hey, Robert Barris, you got a copy?
I have it.
Hey, brother. Good to see you out here. Good to see you back to it. Again, man, 66 laps led. You started 4th, so you had a pretty fast car to start off with, man, and you take it home, dude. Talk to us.
Yeah, it was a blast. I didn't really have any expectations for the race. I've never been super great at Homestead, just kind of in general. I haven't ever run here in the league before. Had some good runs, but never super great speed and winning speed. I'm supposed to be in Nevada this weekend and next weekend for vacation, and Nevada is shut down to non-essential business.
Yeah.
So that got postponed, and so I figured, well, what the heck? I still got my entry fee credits. Let's go try to get a clean Homestead race in, get some experience with the Arrow. And it played out. It worked well.
Yeah, that I think that last pit stop, you coming in, and then I think Jeff said he had a little bit of an issue going into the pits, and he lost some time on you there too. I think that was a big help. Keeping Jeff off you back there, and plus he was racing pretty hard with Adam Matz back there too. We've seen a lot of guys go in and making mistakes coming into pit road, sliding through the grass and all. When you were coming in, could you feel like your car wanted to get away on you, or were you a little bit more conservative?
No, I mean I was being aggressive. That first run, just getting stuck in the dirty air from Steve, um, I knew it was going to be a bad thing, so I wanted to kind of be able to jump them on pitch strategy and be really aggressive on entry and exit. The car's definitely a handful with the brake bias that I'm running, but it was controllable. You just were on edge. You had to be on top of it. And so I think that was probably a big benefactor for me to be able to get out the clean air, especially that last run after we'd gone through the 2 pit cycles, because I was able to have enough of a gap where I didn't really have to watch my mirrors. I could drive my line, my entry, and conserve my tires while Jeff and Adam were kind of going at it. I could tell on the relative. They were pretty close, and they were going to get racing. And sure enough, with like 20 to go, I think they kind of got together there, and we're starting having a battle. And so I just set sail.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, 133 laps, 0 cautions. The last bunch of races, man, have been 0 caution and like maybe 1 or 2 caution, I think. But we went a bunch of races with 0 cautions. It's a whole different game when you come out here and you don't get a caution, man. It really changes up a lot of your strategies. It's definitely makes you work for it.
Oh, absolutely. You know, this is the old school Diehard Racing League style of no cautions or 1 caution, and so I think it was great to be able to go caution free. So I think there were, for the most part, there was some pretty good racing. There was some stuff that moves that I personally I saw people make on me that I'm not really sure what they were thinking there, but we got through it, and everything played out to the end.
Yeah, we saw the one part where I think you had contact with a lap car and really slowed you down quite a bit and gave second place a jump on you. But thankfully, didn't turn into anything bad. Nobody got wrecked from it and didn't cause a caution or anything. But pretty good run, man. You plan on being here next week for Texas?
Yeah, I'll probably do Texas, just being at a 1.5-mile track. We're gonna have to see how the setup is through A fixed and NIS fixed. If it's super crazy tight, like they've been the last couple weeks, I'm not sure. If it's good old fashioned Texas loose, then yeah, I'll probably be out because that's fun.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, look, 4th place start. Got the checkers, 66 laps led. Good run, man. Got all that rubber on that car. We'll look for you if you're here in Texas. And before we let you go, anybody you want to say hi to?
But yeah, everybody who comes out and runs in the Hard Racing League, and Seth for kind of getting things back in order and up and running. You guys at SR Broadcasting for putting this out. It helps. The people who are interested in just watching racing, especially since the real thing is kind of shut down right now.
Yeah.
Give you something to do to view on a Sunday night. Not that we're pros or putting on anything like that, but if somebody's interested in all the racing they can get, it's opportunity for them, and Infinite Hero for helping cover some of the bills it takes to make all that happen.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I said it twice before. I'm gonna say it again. The race that you guys just put on, that should have been the race on FS1, man. This is what iRace should be showcasing. A league like this that can run 133 laps with hard racing and no cautions, man. You guys do a great job, and congratulations, dude, on the win.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's a balance. I don't think anybody really. Nobody's going to care to tune in and watch me specifically. Nobody's going to buy one of my die-cast iRacing cars. But on the flip side, yeah, when you compare the real NASCAR drivers to the pros on iRacing, you definitely see how iRacing is not physically real, but it is real motorsports, and it's a specific discipline. It has its own skill set, its own talent, and I think you see that when you watch the Pro Series, the Coca-Cola Series on Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
And even tonight, us being able to get through 133 laps caution free.
Yeah, awesome. All right, dude. Hopefully we see you at Texas. If not, I guess we'll catch you next time you're back in. But again, man, congratulations on the win, man. 66 laps led, brother.
Appreciate it.
All right, have a good night.
You too.
All right, that was your winner, Robert Barris, man, and pretty good run for him too, man. He was here for a while, and he's always been pretty fast. So 66 laps led here tonight, no surprise. All right, sorry about that interview with Adam Matz. Not having somebody up in the booth. I never turned on the second mic. I run my system a little bit different than most people. I run it through a soundboard, and I try to control the sounds. I have a laptop that I talk through to drivers and to the co-host so that it's not on the equipment that's broadcasting and running the overlays and iRacing and stuff like that. So I try to keep everything a little bit split up to give everything some breathing room. And I got a little Behringer mixing board that I run through. And when I don't have somebody in there, I just mute it. I don't know why, but I forgot to turn it back on. So I do apologize for that. Hopefully the choppy parts that came out, hopefully next week they'll figure something out here with the internet. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but it is what it is. All right, everybody, let's run over the results, and then I'm going to pack it up and get out of here. You got Robert Barris, who came in first. Jeff Yenish finishes second. Third place goes to Adam Matz. Fourth place is Todd Craig. Brad Speidel finished fifth. Travis McDaniel finishes sixth. Mark Jenkins takes home seventh. Jeff Hollingsworth takes home eighth. Matt Wagner is ninth. David Camara is 10th. 11th goes to Rusty Farrell. Jason Swan finishes 12th. Adam Nowinski finishes 13th. Patrick DeSaulnier finishes 14th. 15th goes to Steve Yenish. 16th to Mike Mahoney. 17th to Cole Gray. 18th to Robert Tyus. 19th to Rob Jenkins. 20th to Jonathan Cross. 21st to Seth Schultz. 22nd to Adam Lewis. Todd Levesque 23rd. Kenneth Sager 24th. And Kevin Pearson scored for 25th. You were watching the Diehard Racing League's Infinite Hero Cup Series. We were at Homestead. Next week we will be at Texas. So tune in about 8:20, 8:15, 8:20 next week on the 29th. Until then, be safe, everybody, and we'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in.